To answer the sister's question, is uni worth it for sisters? Look, wallahi, this is a difficult question to answer because everyone's situation is different, right? So everyone's situation is different. There might be some sisters who have a specific situation, a specific circumstance in which uni is beneficial for them. But there's a lot of sisters, and for them, uni really and truly is a waste of time. And I can't help but feel that uni is a waste of time, not just for sisters, but I feel that a lot of brothers, uni is a waste of time for them as well. So I'm not going to answer this question from the angle of sisters. I'm going to answer it generally. Why do I believe uni is more often than not a waste of time? The reason for it is because you spend a huge amount of money. And I'm not even talking about taking the loan. I'm saying you spend your own money. You spend your own hard-earned money. Spending 9 grand a year, that's 27 grand at the end. And if you live out, it's even more. And then that's not even talking about all the commuting costs, going back and forth. And then all the costs that come with it, the books and all that you buy. You're going to end up spending a nice 40, 45 grand at the end of that uni process. And that's if you didn't end up failing a year and having to repeat and pay for another one. And at the end of it, what do you get? You just get a piece of paper that mentions your degree on there. But guess what? That degree means nothing to you. That degree means nothing to you. It's in a subject that you do not enjoy. It's in a subject where the career, the job security is very low. So you end up wasting your time. And if you do end up getting a job, it's a job that's like rubbish. Now, of course, I'm not talking about people who want to study medicine. Like, I understand you want to be a doctor, bro, you need to go uni. You sound like you got a plan. So go uni. I'll tell you, definitely go uni. You want to be a doctor, go uni. If you say, for example, I want to be a physicist, a theoretical physicist. I say, bro, make sure you go study physics, do some of that cosmology, and make sure you go out there, and one day when you meet Professor Lawrence Krauss, that Shaitan atheist, give him a run for his money. I say, do that. Chase him down the road, Professor Krauss, and stick it on him. But if you're a person, you don't have an aspiration like that. You don't have a specific trade in mind for which you need to study a specific subject at uni, I'd say you're wasting your time. I go to literally, it's actually shocking. I go to more than half the people in uni and I say, bro, what do you want to do when you're older? As if to say he's not already a grown man. He's got beard on his face. Like he's got not a fist beard, he's got a double fist beard. Some of them got triple fist beard. And you say, well go on, what are you trying to be when you're older? He's like, I'm not sure, Haven't decided yet, bro. Still thinking about it, a bit confused about life. I think, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie, that's a bit shocking, bro. How can you be a grown man and you still don't know what you're doing in life? Me, when I knew what I wanted to do in life from when I was in primary school. And it's true, I changed it many times, but I always had a direction in which I was going. You can change what you want, but have a goal that you're working towards. But these kids in uni now are going to uni. Why? Just because I went to uni. They go to uni just so they can say, I went to uni. And in that you waste your time, you waste your money, and many of us waste our iman. I cannot stop. Like if I start giving you stories of the amount of people I know that went to university and they lost their iman. There was a girl, she was a good miskin girl from my local community. I remember I was actually, I know her from when she was young because my mum were friends. She was a good girl, decent girl. The moment she went uni, this girl, Allahu Akbar, she was hitting the clubs, the parties, the raves, drinking, a'udhu billah. I was shocked. What happened to this sweet innocent girl? Uni does that to you. Uni destroys you. Forget that in uni people learn about all these complicated, corrupted concepts that don't just make you into a sinner, but they can even make you into a kafir. Feminism, liberalism, secularism, atheism, naturalism, all these isms and schisms. Some of our children are doubting Islam because of the things that they pick up at uni, right? I'm not saying don't go uni. I'm just saying if you go uni, like look, this question, is uni worth it for sisters? Like I'm going to say to you that the fact that you're asking this question, I believe you shouldn't go uni. You know why? Because you don't have a plan. Because the person who has a plan will never say, is uni worth it for me? He knows, of course it's worth it. I'm trying to be a doctor. Of course I'm going to study medicine. Where else am I going to study it from? But the person who doesn't even know what I'm trying to do in life, and he's going to uni, of course he's going to say, is it worth it for me? Why? Because it has no value. You're just going through the motions. Rather, what I would advise many of you to do, and this is my heartfelt advice, my brothers and sisters, I would advise you to become entrepreneurs. We live in a day and age where entrepreneurialism, if that's even a word, is easily accessible at each and every single person's fingertips because the internet has made it so easy. The benefit of being an entrepreneur, it means that you work for yourself. You make your own timetable, your own schedule. You can pray your salawat in the masjid. You can go to Umrah when you want. You can spend time with your family when you want. Don't get me wrong, you have to work hard. You have to work your backside off. You probably end up working harder than anyone else. But there's pros to it that outweigh the cons. For example, number one, you live according to your own schedule. I know students of knowledge who are entrepreneurs, and what they do is that they work for 1 year and then they take 1 year off. They work, save. And the money that they saved up, they use it to be able to survive the next year. And in that year, they study and they have fun. They go scuba diving, they go hang glide. They live life, and they spend time with their kids and family and with their wife. And they have a fulfilled life. And they can do that because they work for themselves. Or they make a company that they set up themselves. And you might think to yourself, well, what do I be an entrepreneur in? Well, you have to find what your passion is. I'll give you an example, okay? A person might have a passion, for example, in technology. So what does he do? He says, I want to make an app. I'm going to have my own app development company. So what's going to happen? You're not really going to go to uni and learn how to make an app. All of the things that really make real money, you don't learn them at uni, you know that, right? So what do? You pick up a book, you learn, you watch some videos online, you teach yourself the trade, you go out of your way to teach yourself, you become the most valuable product, and then you sell yourself. A person might have a passion in marketing. So he will go, for example, to the library, to the bookstores, he'll pick up all the books on marketing. And that sounds interesting. I like marketing because it's all about how to influence people, how to sell people, psychology, and this, that, and the other, and so on and so forth. So he buys all the books on marketing, he starts reading, he attends the courses, the weekend course here, the week course there. You build up the skill. You might think, I want to go into trading, for example. You find permissible types of trading, because not all are permissible. So you go, you learn Islamic finance, you know what's right and wrong, and you teach yourself trading, stocks, finances. You learn this, you teach it to yourself. It's hard work. But in the end, I would rather spend 4 years teaching myself a trade for free, and all it costs is a few books here and a few lectures and seminars here, than actually having to spend 50 grand for 3 years for a course that I don't even enjoy, for a job that I'm not even going to love. That person is a waste of time. What do you enjoy? Someone might say, look, I enjoy putting on events. Okay, be a wedding planner. Set up weddings. Eventually you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weddings, 30th, 40th wedding, you save. You have enough money to open up your own banqueting hall. You make your own banqueting suite. You must say, I've got passion in food. So I want to start what? I want to start selling food. So you might, make a little stall, you might make a nice little recipe, find a nice little exclusive sauce. What's the little sauce that I'm going to make that's going to make my burgers taste better than everyone else's burgers? I'm going to do that, and then what? I'm going to start selling them at a little stall. You might have it at little events, stack up the money, put it on social media, make a little nice little social media following. Everyone's going crazy, wow, what's this sauce? This sauce is bad, I'm bad, what is it? And you stack up the money. Next thing you know, people are hiring you for events. Can you make burgers for events? Can you do this? What happens? Next thing you know, you save money, you open up your own shop. There you go, the Akhi Burger. And then you have the fitness sauce. That's actually an idea that I have one day, inshallah ta'ala. And I don't mind telling you, you know why? Because I know most people, when they hear me say things like this, they don't actually have the manpower. No, not drive, the manliness. Because it's a manly thing. We're in such a boyish, feminine society that we don't have the manliness, we don't have the manhood to go out there and actually work hard. We take the easy way out. Go get a degree and work for Toby. Come late. Toby's like, Abdullah, you're late again. I'm sorry, Mr. Toby. But at the masjid, the imam, he was, reading a longer salah in Jum'ah. And he's going to be like, what's masjid, what's imam, what's salah? Furthermore, shut up, you work for me. I'm not going to lie, I can't ever bring myself to be in a situation where a man like Toby tells me, you work for me. I say, Toby, man, I don't work for no one but Allah. Do you understand? I'm not Abdul Toby. I'm not a slave of Toby or Robert or Alfred or Mike. I'm Abdullah, I'm a slave of Allah. Does that make sense? And you being an entrepreneur, doing your own thing, will do that for you. And because the sister asked a question, wallahi, I think for sisters, because I think she's coming from the angle of, but we're going to be married one day, we're going to have kids, so is uni even going to benefit us? Are we even going to actually implement our degrees? Blah, 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 blah. And the reality of the matter is, you're probably not. You're probably not. You want to raise children properly, then, who's going to raise the kids if both the parents are working? The streets raise the kids. That's how your kids grow up to be crack dealers and drug dealers and so on and so forth. Not every case, but most. But one thing sisters can do, and I encourage my wife to do this, is to be an entrepreneur, set up your own company. So my wife, she works from home. She's got a little business. She makes little items for weddings. When people have weddings, she makes little favors for them, wedding favors, people sending orders. And she doesn't even necessarily make crazy money, but she makes a good little pocket money on the side. She does it with her sisters. And you know, when I'm out around the world giving that or traveling or if I'm studying, she's busy because she's doing her little thing right there. It's lovely. I really think doing that is something that's very beneficial for sisters and brothers alike. But specifically sisters, since you asked, because it gives you something to do when you're at home. Does that make sense? So you've got a business lesson and you've got a lesson in being today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Brothers and sisters, I wanted to give you updates inshallah ta'ala with regards to what's been happening with the money that you donated for Yemen. Because we're here showing you where that money is going, inshallah ta'ala. We're not like these other people that are just going to take their money and not be clear and they're going to be ambiguous with regards to where it actually went. Crisis Aid is a charity that actually gives the people their rights. So we sent that money over so we can build a well in the village. And remember, this is going for 8,000 people that were literally on the verge of death due to a lack of water because there was no usable source of water. The well had run dry. Now, the well is in process of being built, alhamdulillah. But in the meantime, because it's going to take a while, the people are in desperate need of water today. So what's happened, if I'm not mistaken, it's 10 to 13 massive water tankers have been brought into the village and the water has been distributed amongst the people. I'm going to show you a clip, inshallah ta'ala, so you can see the village receiving the water. The Crisis Aid logo is there and also the Knowledge College logo is there. And it's very emotional and touching that they placed the Knowledge College logo. It's because they were told that students from the West who study their religion, who attend programs and they seek knowledge, they are the ones who cared for these people and they are the ones who donated for them. And of course, for those who are not part of Knowledge College but you still donated, may Allah bless each and every single one of you, because you don't have to be a part of Knowledge College towards donating towards this project. But it was just from their love and their sign of appreciation that they put even the Knowledge College logo next to the Christ Aid logo on the trucks as it was coming in. So I want you to see the clip for yourself.
نتقدم بجزيل الشكر والامتنان إلى كرايسيس أيد والرحمة والمعهد التعليمي نولك كولينج والخير وواجد أفسل على دعمهم لمشروع وايتات الماء والخاصة بأهالي قرية ذي عقيب ولعدد 31 وايت لهم منا جزيل الشكر والتقدير.
My beloved brothers and sisters, this is real. You donate money, inshallah ta'ala, the effects are going over there. And we are going to show you real life updates of these people receiving your donations, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, and the effect that it's having in their lives. This is not one, we're going to keep pumping this out. I told him, listen, keep bringing it out, inshallah ta'ala, so you can see the village that you're helping, inshallah ta'ala. Now that we've raised for that one village, brothers and sisters, that's 8,000 people from a population of 25 million plus, 2/3 of which are in similar situations to this. It's the biggest famine in 100 years. So please, brothers and sisters, keep it coming in at the link below, inshallah ta'ala.